been fourth week of February 2023 already. The year is flying by. Hot crypto news this week that you're going to lay down on us. SBF's judge is pissed and he ain't going to take it no more. New YouTube CEO is pro Web3, of course. Napster is making a comeback. And Paris Hilton's new dating island is hot. Why don't you tell us some more?
Well, shoot, that's it. That's the news. Good episode. I'll see you next time. Yeah, well, we'll just start at the beginning. Yeah, FBX. Now I'm getting all
SBF.
the SBF with FTX. He's out on a $250 million bond. He's on basically house arrest with a couple of conditions. Don't use your computer. Don't get on the internet. Don't do anything with crypto. Don't contact anybody from FTX, and don't do anything secretly if you are on electronics, like by using VPNs or anything that would cover your tracks. So anyways, he's out on, however much bond on house arrest, and he's doing all of that. He's texting old employees through Signal, asking them to make sure they're on the same page before it goes to trial. He used
Strange. A criminal that's facing life in prison and he's acting like a criminal while he's out. Imagine that.
Yeah, he was using a VPN to watch the Super Bowl, like his parents don't have cable or something. I don't understand. Yeah, they're in a multi-million-dollar home in Palo Alto. Oh, I just realized I've got the screen right here. Let me just throw one up.
Picture. You've got a video right now in his house, live feed. What's up? This is real breaking news.
Here's the article. This is what Sam Bankman-Fried looks like, if anybody forgot. He's like a light-skinned
nice fella.
Yeah, he's the light-skinned The Weeknd. Yeah, so anyways, the judge isn't happy. He specifically said, "Why am I being asked to turn him loose in this garden of electronic devices?" Because he just keeps breaking all the rules that have been set forth. So we're going to have all of these links in the description below if you want to go read them for yourself. But the high point is, I think the judge said, while the hearing wasn't about revoking his bail, Judge Kaplan did add, "At the moment it isn't, but we'll get there." So it's not looking good for SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, and rightfully so. Because you know what, I didn't put the article on here that Ryan sent me today about the other lady involved in the crypto scam that got cut up and thrown overboard of a drug dealer's yacht.
Yeah, how does that not make the MetaMentors news reel? I mean, what does a person got to do to make the reel, Ben?
That might just be too violent. It's a family show.
Yeah, chopped her up and disposed of the body for stealing billions of dollars, but because she was hanging out with a drug kingpin on a yacht. Like, how much more gangster Wild West Web3 can you get?
Right. I'm guessing that she was moving some money for them, and when it found out that she was scamming everybody anyways, she probably got taken out to the boat, asked to explain, and when she couldn't come up with a good reason, they fed her to the fishes, I believe is how they say that. So the OneCoin co-founder, Ruja Ignatova, says they may have been murdered as long ago as 2018, but news is just coming out about it. So now it is on the news. There you go. SBF watching the Super Bowl via VPN at his parents' multi-million-dollar home after scamming billions. This lady, not so fortunate. So,
man, the image of Web3 and crypto just keeps getting better and better. Like, I'm going to be fielding more and more questions, I can tell already.
Yep. Just make sure you're playing by the rules and you won't get chopped up. I mean, but that's the same way in every business.
It is. It absolutely is. You got a lot of money changing hands. There's going to be a lot of crookedness.
Yep. Speaking of a lot of money changing hands, on average, YouTube gets 75 billion views or visits per month. Second only to Google, which is also owned by the same company. So it actually, even a lot of the stuff that gets searched on Google gets sent over to YouTube if you're looking for videos or stuff like that. So the bad news is YouTube's CEO is stepping down. moving on, going on, different, new career, new step in her career. She's just getting out. They're not talking about it. She's just going. New guy's stepping up. She had nothing but good things to say about the new guy. He's been instrumental in stuff like YouTube TV and YouTube Music, and was apparently a big part of getting the NFL season ticket for next season to YouTube. So very good about bringing in the new stuff. So the good news is this new guy is a big fan of Web3 and crypto. He wants to immediately incorporate stuff like NFTs or metaverse style projects into it, which is good if you are trying to do a YouTube channel, and it's good if you're trying to learn more about the metaverse. But if you're learning more about the metaverse and putting it onto a YouTube channel, it should be the best possible scenario. So
ratings through the roof. We're going to be getting a call up to do some
that's right.
consulting real soon.
If I had to guess, we'd go from probably 70 subscribers to 75. Next good thing, I just realized YouTube's only been around since what, like 2007?
Before that, right? Because they've hit 20 years, I thought, right?
Well, yeah, I guess I don't know. But a tech company that's older than YouTube, I know it's not I don't think it came out while I was in high school, and I don't think before 24, but I could be wrong. Napster, however, came out in 2000, the original file sharing. So Sean Parker came up with Napster. This was back in 2000. It got killed off in 2001 when Metallica had enough of nobody buying their songs and everybody just sharing them peer to peer.
Yeah, everybody was on there. I mean, I'm not a techie dude. I was in the Marine Corps at the time, and I was on that. Like, everybody was on Napster.
Yeah, Napster was cool. Got shut down in 2001. Roxio bought it for $5 million in 2002. Then Best Buy bought it for $120 million in 2008. Rhapsody bought it from Best Buy to acquire their subscribers and their other assets. Then Rhapsody rebranded and actually called itself Napster in 2016. Melody VR, a VR platform, bought Napster for $70 million in 2020. Then Algorand and Hivemind together bought Napster in May of 2022, and they've just recently acquired Mint Songs, and that's their first Web3 venture fund. What they're doing is turn in music. It's for music creators and music lovers to actually NFTize their songs and basically skip out the middleman. Kind of what Napster did in the beginning, but rather than screwing everybody, they're making sure the artists get paid. They're just cutting out the middleman and giving music lovers what they want, while properly rewarding the music creators.
So smart, keying in on its original, what it was originally. Like, it's keeping that theme alive, like a disruptor, and kind of shows that's cool.
And I believe that's, let's see.
I really like that image too.
Napster is OG fight the man. You know what I mean? Like, it's original. Get away from the centralization where everybody has to just go through this source to buy music. And while there is some argument to be made about peer-to-peer file sharing everything, I do like the idea to, at least make it cheaper and make the artists get paid more and give the music lovers more of what they want for less money. So
yeah, perfect fit for decentralization. Perfect fit.
Yes,
Web3.
it really is. And like I was reading you the kind of the route it took to get here. I think it's been owned by 3 or 4 different companies. Bought anywhere from 5 million to 100 million, then back down to 70 million, then back up, and it's purchased by Algorand and Hivemind. So Algo is a big one that has been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. A good token to own.
And then they've purchased Mint Songs, and Mint Songs was an already Web3 company that was trying to do this. So Napster took them over, and that's what they're doing. Got it?
Yep, love it. Gonna follow along on that one.
All
good
right.
Things happening.
And we know about the staking issues that we've had with the SEC and how they've shut down a couple of the staking programs with some of these bigger, well, actually, some of the smaller exchanges have had their staking programs shut down in America due to SEC classifying it as securities. Brian Armstrong from Coinbase has posted a blog post recently where he explains why Coinbase staking is not a security, why it should not fall into the same category. And he does a pretty good job of doing it. Number one, staking is not an investment of money, since technically you have access to all your money. It's not like it's tied up and can't go back out. In Coinbase, if you have money in there, it's automatically earning or staking, and you can remove it at any time. So it's not like you're locking up and not having access to your money. This was point one. Two, staking doesn't have a common enterprise issue. Something about the party offering the staking. Coinbase doesn't necessarily have any stake in Ethereum. So they're not going, hey, it's not like you're buying a Coinbase token and then getting money from that. So the common enterprise issue, he said, we really don't fall under that. There's number three, a security has a reasonable expectation of profit. And he said, you can argue that it doesn't, because anybody who knows crypto knows that nothing's set in stone. And because they don't sign contracts, because it's not like a bank issued security.
No guarantees.
Says you'll earn this much. And if you've been following along on Coinbase, you know that projects like Solana and Cardano, their staking numbers have been flaky lately. They've been changing as they go. And I assume it has something to do with the market cap and how many people are staking. And that is expected, is that there is no reasonable expectation of profits. And that's not saying they don't expect you to make profits. That's saying that we're not saying you're going to make 10% in 1 year if you put this money in and lock it up. They're not saying that. They're saying, here's what they're getting staked. Here's what, how much money they're getting paid to use it. And there's no reasonable expectation of it going further than that. So,
yeah, there's so much going on with this, and obviously so, because staking is one of the best attributes of cryptocurrency, in my opinion. And they're also saying it's the low-hanging fruit, and that's why they're attacking it. And some of these smaller projects were definitely skating the line on what probably should be done, skating the line of being a security, which is why some of them are getting attacked. But you take a Coinbase or some of these bigger projects that are regulated already, and my understanding, I'll have to look into it more, but there's already been a ruling again that essentially proved that staking was not a security that went up the chain. But they're basically coming back on that and trying to attack at one point. They're trying to attack the low-hanging fruit. They're trying to attack what attribute they possibly can of cryptocurrency.
Right. Whatever they can tie into the current financial system and then make it fall under those rules, because nothing about the crypto really falls into traditional finance.
Yeah.
So anything that similarly does, or something that they could throw into there and say, okay, well, if it is a security, then you need to register it and it needs to go through these rules. And so if they can make it be a security, if they can classify it as a security, then it is falling under those rules. But they're trying to get it to where it's not. And the fourth point that he made was staking rewards don't depend on the efforts of others. So like on a security, you're buying a company or a stock, it depends on if they keep doing good. And a staking reward is randomly automated blockchain protocol. So it's just the luck of the draw. You know what I mean? Like there's no effort being put into it. It's just, you have some money that's not tied up. It's there on Coinbase. It randomly earns staking interest. It's done by a computer protocol. It's not a company or business behind it. There's no reasonable expectation of profit. So he's made a pretty good point. Some people kind of said, this is not good, because the reason he went out like this was making it sound like it was coming. And it was like, wait, please, like the last ditch effort. Please don't close us down. But it would not kill all the way, but it would definitely closely mortally wound a place like Coinbase, because the staking and the ease of staking and the especially in the bear market, one of the things that keeps it alive is people going, well, as long as it's in there, it's earning a little bit of money. If it wasn't earning any bit of money, then you can either cash out, take what you got, or move it to somewhere overseas that is doing staking.
Yeah, there's so many positive attributes to staking too that they have listed out, like security reasons, helping secure the project, helping to fund the project. Like there's all these. It's not just about a return. There's all these good reasons for staking, like Next Earth, which we're staked in. Like we've staked for both 180 days,
Right.
which shows longevity and trust in the project. So there's all these positive reasons. It goes way past yield, which I think is ultimately where the SEC is going to have a lot of their battle, is because there is so much good that comes out of it. It's just not a yield on the crypto. It's going to be ugly and interesting for probably some time.
And finally, the news everybody was hoping for was, how do you meet somebody in the metaverse? How do you go about meeting that special person that you can hang out with in the real world and fall in love with? And who better to lead the way than Miss Paris Hilton herself? She's
Hot.
launching her dating experience. I don't know if that's Par Island or Paris Land. I'm going to call it
Either
Par
one.
Island. Yep. Par Island in the sandbox. That's hot. So everybody knows that Paris Hilton is a big fan of the metaverse. She's been doing stuff with the DJing, with the NFTs, with the, there was that one NFT that like mirrored what you were doing and put it onto an actual movie. I mean, she's been right up there with Snoop Dogg in the forefront. So I am only sort of joking when I tease about this project, because she clearly knows what she's doing, and she's got her finger on the pulse of every. Oh man, I about said a bunch of words that I can't say.
Backed up.
Yeah, let me just. She's
There
got
might
a
be
finger
more
on the
wisdom.
pulse of modern culture. 13 to 27-year-old young American females will probably get a kick out of this.
Yeah.
So
anything that takes the actual having to meet with somebody for a date or whatever, the further we can get away from that, it seems the more popular it is. Okay, go ahead and play the video.
It's just music in the background. So there it is. Par Island launched last week, February 13th, right before Valentine's Day. It's in Sandbox. We've been going over Decentraland most of the, this last couple of weeks, but apparently we need to go dig into Sandbox and see what Par Island's all about.
Polygon. There's our Polygon all over it.
Yeah, Polygon's got a couple of projects that are trying to rival Ticketmaster. And I think we've talked about it once before about how bad the Taylor Swift Ticketmaster debacle was when her shit came out. It crashed the site. Nobody could get their tickets. And so they were talking about how much easier that would be on the blockchain. So,
yep.
And last but not least, crypto today. We're all over the place. It's half and half green, half red. That's what we like to see. Good volatility. Bitcoin, 23,900, just under 24,000. Ethereum, just over 1,600 a coin. Cardano, 38.5. Polygon's $1.36.
Yeah, it was up to like $1.44 the other day or something like that. It's cooking.
They're killing it. Dogecoin, Elon recently tweeted about who let the Doge out, and he let the Doge out. And so it shot up for a while. It's down 4% now, but that's because it had shot up. It's still in the top 10. Solana, under $24. And let's see, where's my favorite?
How about Algorand?
Algorand, 26 cents.
So, okay, so it hadn't done a whole
with
lot.
a $1.9 billion market cap.
I like it.
All right.
I like it a lot.
That's it. This week, we're going over land in Decentraland. So if you want to come back on Monday, we'll be posting the land in Decentraland. We'll do an episode on that, and then we'll catch you next week.
Thanks for the news.
Yeah.